Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's your boy Jay Larone Presents, where we talk about facts, foolishness, and black female effery. Today's video, man, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm just going to be talking to you guys. I want to talk about something that I saw happen last week. Had to do with Mumia Obsidian Ali. As you all know, he's not on YouTube anymore. He's now over at Rumble, right? But Obsidian was going back and forth with Kimberly Nicole Foster. We all know she's straight up modern feminist, right? So she was sending out strikes to his channel, so he hit his channel. So eventually Obsidian wind up going over to Rumble, right? And he's been over there for the past week and a half. It's been about a week and a half. So he's been over there. But what I saw, right, is how I saw a lot of BS is what I saw from black men. You know, that's exactly what I saw, right? I know a lot of people don't really rock with Obsidian. Some of you guys don't like him. Some of you might think he's a little too extreme. You know what I mean? And some of you probably, rock with some of his stuff and some of the stuff you don't rock with, right? But the fact of the matter is Obsidian he's a black man, right? And what I've noticed is that in this space, when we don't like somebody or we feel a certain type of way about somebody, is that we don't support them at all. We just like, well, I don't like his talking points. I don't like what he represents. I don't like. So the hell with him, and that's like the attitude, right? You cannot like somebody, right? You can disagree, but it's the way that you disagree with somebody, right? You know what I mean? Let's say this, even if you don't agree with somebody, why should that stop you from supporting a person, right? You know what I mean? Even if you don't even have a dog in the fight, if you see somebody being done wrong, even if you think that person might have had something to do with it, or let's say instigated in a way, or just slightly did something out of whack, or something that you say to yourself, well, I wouldn't do that, or I might see it as going too far. You know what I'm saying? Even if you thought that way, even if you felt like he went a little bit too far, do you think that by him being attacked like that, to have his channel stricken like it was, is that a reason to say, well, just forget him, I'm not going to support him? Or I'm just going to, laugh at him, make fun of him, and say, oh, he got what he deserved. You know what I mean? You see what I'm coming from? So what I've seen is that a lot of black people will sit up and say or pretend to support certain people, but then in the end, they show their true colors, right? They show their true colors as far as, there's been, rumors that people from the black manosphere or from the red pill, who gave information to Kimberly Nicole Foster to attack Obsidian with. You know what I'm saying? Basically told her how to get his channel stricken and she should do this and she should do that. You know what I'm saying? So, and I kind of believe it because when Obsidian channel went down, you had all these guys come out of the woodworks just windmilling, laughing, and celebrating like, you know, they just won the pennant. You know what I'm saying? It's stupid. I'm like, I'm sitting up here just looking and scratching my head like, huh? I mean, where did this come from? You know? Y'all don't realize that what Obsidian was doing was basically, you know, confronting, you know, a feminist. That's all he did. He was just confronting a feminist. And that's all she is. She's a straight up feminist who will, like I say, use whatever you know she can use to try to destroy somebody, and that's what she did for no reason, just because she lost an argument. You see what I mean? You see what I'm getting at? And what I've noticed is that some of the men in the space, the ones who are out here saying that Obsidian got what he deserved, a lot of these are the same men who are saying that, you know, that he should have just left her alone. Like, just let her say what she go say, let it be. You know what I mean? Kind of like that, you know, well, don't make mama mad. You know what I'm saying? Don't make mama mad. Don't make grandmama mad, because, you know, she go do this and she go do that. It's kind of like that. That's what I heard. He shouldn't have been messing with a feminist. He got what he deserved because he went in on a feminist. You know what I'm saying? So that's like giving them the green light. You know what I'm saying? So if a feminist comes out and attacks you, then you're not supposed to do anything back. You're not supposed to reply. You're not supposed to stand up for yourself. That's like saying you need to just put your tail between your legs and run away. Run away, little boy. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. Why are grown men telling other grown men that they should just put their tail between their legs and run? Don't say nothing. Just let her do what she do. Right? That's what I'm hearing. That doesn't make any sense at all. Right? And my question is if we're all on the same side, if we're all like don't want, you know, we're trying to combat feminism, we're trying to combat these lies, you know what I'm saying, this propaganda. If we're trying to combat propaganda, why are we telling men to just be quiet and don't say nothing? Because that's all it is. It's propaganda. Kimberly Nicole Foster is spreading lies, right? And it's like a lot of men don't give a fuck. You know, excuse my French, but that's what it seems like. If you're telling, you know, men like Obsidian and other men to just be quiet and just let them speak, don't reply, leave them alone, because they're feminists and they can, you know, reach in and contact the powers to be to shut you down. You know what I'm saying? It's like y'all guys are giving up. You know? I mean, and it won't be too long before a lot of these feminists will come after you. I mean, you guys are not exempt. They can come after you too, especially if you have a channel. You might not be saying anything now, but you might say something that triggers one of them. And guess what? You're next. So are you going to sit there and not say anything? Just, you know, keep quiet and let them run all over you? What does that say about you? Right? I mean, make that make sense. You know? What I saw what a lot of people are mad at, from what I'm seeing, is that when Kimberly Nicole Foster went in on the Passport Bros, she went in saying lies, saying that these guys were sex traffickers, right? saying that these guys were going overseas, and there should be some type of legislation so these guys, won't go overseas, get married, and bring these women, back to the United States, on something along that line, right? That's what she was saying. There should be some type of legislation against that, against them going overseas and bringing women back to the United States. So she, like I said, her main deal was that, these guys are going over and sex trafficking and tricking and doing all that. When we have evidence of Black women going overseas on a bamboo raft in Jamaica, I believe Jamaica, Bahamas, wherever, but they out here getting rubbed down by these men. I forgot what they call them. Anyway, by these Jamaicans or Rastas, or I forgot. It's a certain name for them. I can't, Yardie men or something like that. I forgot what they call them. But anyway, these women are going over there, right? Having these guys rub them down. You know what I'm saying? Also, they're over there, basically getting getting bust down. You know what I'm saying? You got one girl on a raft getting videoed, the dude in between her legs. Basically, you could tell what was. I mean, if you saw the explicit video, he was up in her. He had the tip in, more than the tip in, pretty much. But she kept telling him just the tip, and then she said that if you do, you need to just get not a condom, not go get a condom. She told the man to go get a plastic bag. So wrap his junk up in a plastic bag and then go up in her, is what she was insinuating, right? While in the water on a bamboo raft. And this is not clean water. This is like, you take a couple of steps to one side and you over in the mud, and you know what I'm saying? So you're not in clean, really clean water. You know what I'm saying? It's algae. You can tell it's algae infested, muddy water is pretty much where they was at. But they want to say that this is the stuff that the passport bros are doing, right? And you also have these women out here at these parties, these sip and paint parties, which are parties where women are supposed to go to paint, whatever they have for you to paint, objects, people, whatever, right? And then, they're sipping wine and doing that stuff too, right? But they also have what they call erotic or exotic sip and paint parties, right? So you also have those. And all Obsidian did was took what Kimberly Nicole Foster was saying as far as, passport bros being sex traffickers. He put that video up against another video, which was blurred out. You couldn't really see what was going on, but you could tell what was going on. You couldn't see the explicit parts, right? But it was a sip and paint party where they had nude male models, and the women were pretty much acting like they were at a bachelor party. You know what I'm saying? They were being tossed around. Women were, I guess you call it giving hand jobs or BJs, B jobs. And, the women were just acting buck wild. Like I said, they was acting like they were at a strip club or at some type of bachelorette party. That's how they were acting. But they were supposed to be at a sip and paint party. Right? So there are no videos anywhere of the men going overseas, of any passport bros going overseas doing anything like that. But yet, this is what these feminists are saying that the passport bros are doing, but they have no proof, right? So all they're doing is spreading propaganda. So if they're spreading propaganda and we're not saying anything about it, you think they're just going to stop? Hell, it's been over 50 years. You think they're going to stop now? They've been doing this since Oprah, since Donahue. You know what I'm saying? So now you think they're going to stop? I've heard brothers, on some platforms when Obsidian was on there talking, you know what I'm saying? He did some interviews over the weekend, right? And you had brothers saying that he should have just left Kimberly Nicole Foster alone. He shouldn't have, he went too far. He shouldn't have did this. He shouldn't have did that. Like I said, basically he should have just, they were pretty much saying he should have just shut up and left it alone and just let her, talk and sooner or later she would have back down. These women are not going to back down. They're not going to stop spreading lies. Like I said, they've been doing it for over 50 years. You think they're going to stop now? When can we as black men come together, right, to shut this shit down? What's wrong with doing that? Are y'all that afraid of these black women? Is it that you go after, I mean, I ain't gonna say go after, if you combat or let's say present an argument or just basically, protect yourself, you know what I'm saying, from these women, then that's a problem, right? That's a problem. If a black woman sit up here and lie on you and say you're doing this when you're not, and you prove otherwise, then all of a sudden you're the problem. The man is the problem. You guys think like these black women, right? Ain't that what these black women say all the time? Whenever they out of pocket and we correct them, then they say, "Oh, you bashing black women. You must don't like black women. Your mama black. You must don't like your mama." Y'all men sound like these women. You men that are up here telling Obsidian and other men like Obsidian to just back down and let these women say what they go say and they'll forget about it. Y'all sound like these women. And like I said, these women are not going to back down. They're going to keep spreading propaganda. So who's supposed to combat that propaganda, huh? Who's supposed to say, no, that's not what's going on? Who's supposed to prove that this is what's actually happening? Right? If you don't say anything, they're going to keep doing it. I mean, I'm trying to wrap my head around some of you guys thinking, right? I don't know if you guys are, raised by your mama or what. I think a lot of y'all were. A lot of these guys that I heard saying this, I think a lot of them were raised by their mama. They have a woman's way of thinking. Oh man, just back down, man. Let her say what she gonna say. She'll leave it alone. She'll stop it. No, she won't. She just gonna keep coming back. She gonna see you as being weak, and she's gonna keep on. I swear, man. I swear, a lot of these guys are just what my man say, sissified. A lot of y'all guys are sissified. I'm not lying. From what I heard, a lot of you guys are sissified. What Arnold Schwarzenegger call them? Girly man. Girly man. I swear, man. Yeah, you guys sound like women. You guys sound like women. That shit don't make no sense. And when I heard that, I was like, I'm scratching my head, man. Like, what the hell are these guys talking about? Why are grown men telling other grown men to just shut up and don't say anything? Just let them do what they go do. And then y'all sit up here and even, like I said, I understand if you don't like Obsidian, or if you don't agree with his message or his way of doing things, his method of doing things, still, you should support him just for being a man. And because, I mean, she was out of pocket, right? But the way they try to twist it is if they try to, that the way they say it is like she had every right to do what she did. How is that? A lot of people saying he was stalking her, cyber stalking, and I mean, none of that's been proven. Until it does, it's basically, like I said, his word against hers, or if they got any type of attorneys involved, which I heard they do. But until it's been proven, it's just hearsay, right? A lot of you guys don't know what cyber stalking is. A lot of you guys don't know what doxing is. A lot of you guys are in your feelings and y'all just saying stuff that you hear other people say. I'm sitting up here, listening, and all I hear are grown men saying, just let her do what she gonna do. Y'all sounding like your mamas. You sounding like women. You sounding like.
This is for the simps at the academies. Listen to your mama pray. Fuck what your daddy say. Yeah. Nigga, you a simp. Simp. Nigga, you a simp. Yeah.
Shout out to Dennis Sperling. But yeah, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing guys who sound like they're part of the simp brigade. That they scared to stand up to women. That's what I'm hearing. Your mama get to fussing with you, and what y'all do, y'all? Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You revert back to your childhood, to where your mama just yelled at you for no reason. That's what I'm hearing. Right? So if we're gonna do anything, if we're gonna make some type of change, black men need to stand together, right? Take your feelings out of it. Take your feelings out of it. You know? But like I said, a lot of y'all feel like it's okay for her to sit up and spread this propaganda about what the men are doing when they have no proof. But we can bag up ours. The men have bagged up everything that we said about these modern black women, right? And like I said, in that video that Obsidian has of Kimberly Nicole Foster, it's her, and it's a video next to her showing what's going on at these sipping paint parties, right? But like I said, it's blurred out. All it was just a simple, compare and contrast. She's saying one thing that she can't prove, but on the other side, the women are doing everything that she's saying the black men are doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a big contradiction of what she's saying. And that's all he did. But you got men saying, oh, he went too far. He shouldn't have put that up there. He basically putting corn up on the screen. It was not corn. You know what I'm saying? It was not. It was not. And like I said, a lot of it was blurred out. So you really couldn't see nothing. It wasn't soft corn or none of that. Hell, you see more. You can go to other pages where people are showing way more than what Obsidian showed on that video. You know what I'm saying? There are other videos on YouTube that expose way more than what he showed. He had a lot blurred out. Everything was just left up to your imagination. You could tell what was going on. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, there are other YouTube channels that show way more than what he showed. So for you numbskulls out here hollering, oh, he's showing soft corn, or he put some corn right next to Kimberly Nicole Foster's face. Y'all niggas sound weak. Straight up. Y'all straight bitch made. You know, and when I heard that, I was like, man, these some suckers. They straight up suckers. And y'all, a lot of y'all exposed yourself. A lot of y'all exposed who you really are and how you really feel. You know what I mean? How you think. And like I said, these women don't make no distinctions. It's like David Carroll said, black women don't make no distinctions when it comes to black men. One dusty, we all dusty. You know? They feel one way about you. They feel, it's like when Cynthia G's channel went down, right? And she was still able to come on to certain guys' platform to talk. But how can you, as a man, let a woman like that come on your platform to talk? Why would you give her a voice when she's telling you she don't like you? She don't care about you. She wants your sons deleted. How as a man would you let somebody like that come on your platform? Right? She's talking about you too. She'll be friends with you, yeah, to get what she wants. But in the end, you ain't nothing but a dusty ninja. When it all boils down, you a dusty ninja. Cause if it's between you and the sisterhood, she's picking the sisterhood. You gonna be left out in the cold. You know? So I don't know why y'all trying to get validation. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what type of validation y'all think y'all gonna get from these women, because all they doing is laughing at you, saying, "Listen to this fool. Listen to this ninja. He's siding with us, but he just don't know we gonna do him. We gonna do him in. Y'all niggas stupid. This shit don't make no sense. None whatsoever. But hey, you know, y'all gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. You know, so it's like, you know, you guys, a lot of you guys just can't be trusted. I couldn't trust nobody like that. It's like when I was in the military, you know, there was this what was this movie? But anyway, it's like, how can I trust you to have my six? Right? We're in the foxhole. We out here shooting. You know, we out here, engaging. But I gotta, kind of keep my head on a swivel, cause not only am I got my sights down range at the enemy, now I gotta, kind of make sure I'm not in your fucking crossfire. You know what I'm saying? We get hit by friendly fire. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. I can't do it. A lot of you motherfuckers backstabbers. You know? Y'all should be proud or happy or something, be able to have, another black man's back, that he went to bat for you like that. Because what Obsidian did was basically, he threw himself on a fucking grenade. You know what I'm saying? He basically threw himself on a grenade for black men. How many of y'all would do that? Right? You know, when you're in the foxhole and a grenade comes in, either all of y'all, all 6 or 7 of your platoon members are going to get blew up, or one guy will sacrifice himself, throw himself on a grenade, so the rest of y'all can continue to fight. That's basically what, kind of like what Obsidian did. But what y'all do, y'all motherfuckers sit up there and bash him for doing it. Right? Tell me if I'm wrong in saying that. You motherfuckers were so happy that he was gone off YouTube. Y'all motherfuckers running down the street. Y'all motherfuckers. Y'all, I don't get in trouble for saying this, but you motherfuckers were ecstatic. Y'all were ecstatic. Y'all was happier than a punk with a bag full of dicks. Yeah, I said it. Y'all motherfuckers was happy. Y'all was like glowing, glistening. You motherfuckers was ecstatic, boy. Y'all motherfuckers showed y'all ass when y'all found out Obsidian was off YouTube. Yeah, man. Like I said, y'all had me rolling though. I was like, man, I can't believe this shit here. This man was just basically, combating a feminist, proving his point, proving that she was wrong. And the thing was, her ass even went after Obsidian's lady friend, right? What's it, Miss Brown Sugar? She even went after Miss Brown Sugar because she didn't like that Miss Brown Sugar said that she was jealous of Brittany Renner, which she had every right to say that, right? She was right. She right. If you heard what Kimberly Nicole Foster said after Brittany Renner came out and said that, if you ain't in the gym 3 days, at least 3 days out of a week, how do you expect to get a man and keep a man, or something to that effect, right? And Kimberly Nicole Foster had a fit talking about, call Brittany Renner a pick-me or something like that. Oh, and Miss Brown Sugar said it sounded like she's jealous. I mean, it did. But why go after her? She tried, from what I understand, she tried to dox Miss Brown Sugar. But ain't nobody saying nothing about that. That's okay. Right? That's okay for Kimberly Nicole Foster to go after another woman. right? Because she butthurt over just her critique, because she critiqued something that Kimberly said. That's all right. Y'all ain't got no problem with that. No problem at all. But when Obsidian, claps back or proves that Kimberly's wrong on something, then y'all got a problem with that. Y'all motherfuckers don't make no sense. That's why, like I said, y'all niggas some simps. Y'all straight simping over a woman that will go up against you and probably have your ass in a chokehold, as soon as she get a chance to. As soon as you do something or say something she don't like, she coming after you too. So you got to make up your mind. Are you gonna run, tuck tail? You gonna tuck your tail between your legs and run, or you gonna stand up and fight? You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do?
Well, time's coming when we're gonna have to ante up. Ante up and kick in like men. Like men!
Yeah, what you gonna do? You gonna ante up, kick in like men, or you gonna run? You gonna tuck tail and run? What is it gonna be? Right? I remember watching what's that, Life? Remember old Hoppin' Bob? Y'all dudes remind me of Hoppin' Bob. Tell him about the gun line, boss. Tell him about the gun line, boss. You know what I'm saying? Y'all motherfuckers, y'all ain't shit. I'm just saying, y'all niggas ain't shit. This man basically, like I said, threw himself on a grenade for y'all, but y'all want to laugh at him. Y'all want to, celebrate. Y'all happy that a feminist did what she did. Make that make sense. Whose side are y'all really on? Right? It makes you wonder. Whose side are y'all niggas really on? Hey, it is what it is. But like I said, sometimes you gotta, y'all showed your hand. You showed your hand. You showed who you really for and who you really against, right? But like I said, when the time comes, when y'all motherfuckers have y'all back up against the wall, and y'all gonna be looking for somebody to come bail you out or be on your side, on your defense.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
we don't care.
Jerry.
Yeah, like Stephen A. We don't care. But you guys, tell me what you think, man. Drop some comments down below. It's your boy, Jay Larone. Jay Larone Presents. Please be good to yourself. By all means, let's be good to one another. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? life, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, oh. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, oh. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it, how you gonna move for it, what you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it, how you